Hi, I'm Sierra Morris and this is Chucking the Chicks. In this video, I'll be talking about how I compassionately end the broody cycle here on the homestead. 3 tips for compassionately ending the broody cycle. What is broodiness in hens? Broodiness or a broody cycle in a hen is a physical and mental change that happens when a hen is preparing herself for motherhood. During a broody cycle, hormonal changes occur which impact the physical body and behaviors of your hen. Your hen will prioritize incubating and hatching eggs above all other activities. She may lay eggs to create her own clutch, a collection of eggs to hatch. It's also possible for the hen to stop laying eggs. Your hen may even resort to stealing and accumulating the eggs from other hens in your flock. If you don't have a rooster, you won't have fertile, viable eggs, but this fact alone won't stop hens from attempting to hatch eggs anyway. During a broody cycle, hens will neglect their own personal health, including grooming as well as eating and drinking water. Broodiness takes a toll on your hen's health, and if you're not intentionally trying to hatch chicks, it's a good idea to compassionately end the broody episode so the hen can resume her normal activities. Broodiness is not something that a hen does on purpose, and it shouldn't be treated like a behavioral problem. In fact, broodiness is a very desirable trait, especially if you would like to attempt to hatch your own chicks at home. Broodiness can be caused by environmental factors, your chicken's breed type and heritage, hormone fluctuations, seasonal changes, and even by the presence or sound of baby chicks. Some breeds of chicken are simply more prone to broody behavior than others. Indicators a hen is broody and not just laying her eggs are, she'll remain on the nest of eggs for the entire day and night. She may tidbit for imaginary chicks. You'll notice nesting behavior. She doesn't move to eat or drink, if that, and she puffs up and screeches in defense of her nesting site when she's approached. If the broody episode might endanger the health of the hen or the resulting chicks, this is how I compassionately end a broody episode here on the homestead. Sometimes a broody episode is minor, and you can deter the behavior by simply removing the hen from the nest and placing her somewhere away from the nesting site with her other flockmates while they're free-ranging. Sometimes curiosity and fun are enough to end a broody episode. Removing eggs promptly and daily helps diminish the temptation for hens to sit on eggs and hatch them. If the broody episode is major, or has lasted several days to the point the hen is neglecting her normal activities, an isolation plan may be needed to end the broody episode. Create an isolation plan complete with shade, food, water, and grid, utilizing a dog crate or other type of enclosure to ensure your hen doesn't return to her nesting site. Fresh air is helpful to end a broody episode. Make sure your hen has all of the essentials she'll need for a day in isolation. Ensure your hen is not in danger, that she has shade, and anything else she'll need in her isolation area. Don't include anything that could be perceived as nesting material, like straw or soft materials inside the isolation pen, or your hen may attempt to continue to nest while in isolation. An isolation plan is not adequate protection for overnight from predators, so be sure to place your hen back into her protected chicken area at nightfall. This is only temporary and only appropriate for daylight hours. For maximum safety, enact your isolation plan when you or someone you trust can be present and monitor your hen, like during the weekend. Different hens will react in a variety of ways to isolation, so it's important to monitor the situation closely for any emergent issues. How long do you keep a hen in isolation to end the broody episode? The answer is as short of a time as you possibly can without her resuming broody behavior. The longer a hen is in isolation, the more stressful it is for her, and the more likely that it's going to spur additional flock disharmony in the form of pecking order skirmishes, so you want to reincorporate her as soon as possible, but after you're certain that she is done with her broody episode. You'll know she's ready to rejoin the flock when you allow your hen to leave isolation and she resumes normal activities. If your hen runs straight back to the nesting area, she is still having a broody episode, and will need to continue to utilize your isolation plan during the day, monitored until the broodiness dissipates. It can take anywhere from 1 day to 1 week depending on the individual hen. Depending on the breed of chicken and the individual hen, some hens can be more resistant to ending their broody episode than others. For especially stubborn hens, you can additionally gently mist their belly area with cool water. With patience and consistency, your hen will hopefully conclude her broody episode within a few days. Ultimately, you will have to decide the best course for managing your flock. I encourage you to always use compassion, patience, and consistency. In completing the research for this episode, I saw some different chicken owners suggesting that you should place your hen directly on wire mesh to improve circulation all around the hen. I wouldn't personally choose to do this specifically because lacerating their feet on exposed wire is how you get bumblefoot. So if a hen is standing directly on wire, it's very possible for them to injure their feet on the wire, and then this cut becomes infected, which causes bumblefoot. So I use the isolation plan with the dog crate lined with puppy pads. That works great for our homestead, and that's the reason I don't put my chickens directly on wire. I hope this has been a helpful starting point for your research about deterring broody behavior if you're not trying to encourage that within your flock. I will follow this episode up with a part 2 if you are in fact trying to encourage broody behavior and you want your hen to hatch chicks. That deserves its own episode, so I'll follow that up a little bit later and talk about what happens if you actually want to encourage the broody behavior. Small flocks and small gardens can save the world. Every flock grown in the presence of a family with love. Every small garden and container garden makes the world a better place. Thank you for everything you're doing here with me on the channel, and thank you for everything you're doing with your own flocks, gardens, and container gardens all over the world. Do you have additional questions about backyard chickens and homesteading? Do you have additional questions about broodiness or experiences with your own broody hens in your own flocks? How did you deter broody behavior in your own backyard flock? Share your experiences and thoughts below in the comments so we can all learn and grow together from all of our different experiences from all of our different flocks all over the world. Thank you to all of my current, new, and long-term subscribers. My purpose is to share information about backyard chickens and homesteading with as many people as possible to make this information more accessible, but I couldn't do that without each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for your support and for being here on the channel. We would love to have you as part of our flock. Lots of love from our coop to yours. See you next time.